All right, welcome to Master the Game. Tonight is our Wednesday Forgotten Throne game. We've been playing now for 8 months ish. I think now, maybe 7 months, and it's been a lot of fun. We've seen some player evolution, especially with Renmur, which I posted on Facebook the other day. How he started off as such a uh, anxious adventurer, and that quickly changed. We've got Phimoria, who is new to the group, a arcane archer who's been kicking butt in her short time with the party. And then we've got a pirate wizard named Garrik. So, does anybody want to give a recap of where we were? You'll get inspiration.
Ooh, I could do that. Okay.
Perfect.
I mean, if it's for inspiration, I'll do anything for a sticky star. Okay. So we were getting ready to leave the town, whose name I had but do not have anymore because my 2-year-old drew on those notes.
Harvest Moon Meadows.
Yes. And there were some relics that the church was concerned about, which I believe were among the first things we were going to go look for.
Yes. Yeah, you guys were looking for, it is a wooden relic. It is about 8 inches by 6 inches. It's like in the shape of the symbol of life. So it's like a round piece of wood that's been whittled and carved. And it's got jewels that are embedded in it. And then you guys had heard that those were in the ruins south of Pixie Wood.
Yes.
So, did we rest up before heading out? I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you had
remember where
rested.
we were at.
Yeah, you had rested the night before in the tavern, and then the next day, you had, or the next morning, you had went to talk to the clerics.
Right.
And that was where we left
And
off.
we also talked to the Pixie we didn't believe, and we got cleared of killing that guy, the guy in the forest.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it was a very.
And Renmur.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Renmur turned in the eggs.
Yes. Got some gold for it.
Mm-hmm.
What a shocker! Too bad you didn't get more eggs. You would have got more gold.
We were lucky to get those.
That's the truth. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, so that about sums that up. Now, so you guys started leaving the town, and unless there's something you wanted to do before you left. Is there anything you wanted to do?
No. We had decided that it would be best for my retainers to come with us and then just camp outside of any dangerous areas, because we're not sure we'll necessarily be coming back here in a timely manner.
Yeah, and I believe you hatched a plan that if you got like the relic or something else, you would send retainers back with those things. Or somebody was talking about that.
Yeah, we that was one of the options. Garrik also mentioned that his familiar might be able to fly things back if they were lightweight, which might be safer. But depending on the weight and speed and numbers required, one of my retainers is able to act as a courier. So yeah.
So I think the discussion was if there were some flowers that we were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, those were
they were needing.
The
We would
orange and
have
blue ones,
my familiar take those back. Though if it's a powerful artifact that is desired by the big bad evil guy, I would much prefer that we just take that back ourselves versus sending a retainer or somebody else who is easily offed with it. So
yeah. No, actually, now that you mentioned that, I think unless I'm mistaken, it was the flowers that needed to go back, but the relic just needed to be recovered. Like, they didn't want us to necessarily bring the relic back right away just to get it immediately.
No, they wanted them both.
That?
So it was just, probably misremembering. So they wanted both back. So the flowers are to kind of make medicines and things like that, and spell components to help heal anyone who got sick and things like that. As for the relic, that was because they had heard some adventurers have been snooping around the area trying to find it. Or, whatever they are, adventurers, or I think they had said adventurers, but weren't fully sure who they were. And if that got into the wrong hands, it could just further the agenda of Moregdown. And then there was talk of also delivering a message to... wasn't there a talk of delivering a message? No. You guys, that was the previous session. They were also going to the Lake of Heroes for some possible things to use against Moregdown, I believe. And also a trip to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah.
Yeah, so those are like the 4 things. I don't remember why on that one, but that was number 3 on your list. Lake of Heroes was number 4. I'll have to go back and watch the session a couple times ago.
There was a gnome who talked to Garrik, right?
Yeah,
yes.
It was mentioned that the Lake of Heroes. It was mentioned that the Lake of Heroes might be very dangerous. So our thought was to start off with getting the relic first, then moving our way over and handling the Mushroom Kingdom and the flowers and stuff, because those were in the similar area. And then coming up and on the return, hitting up the Lake of Heroes before heading back. So
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's true. Okay, cool. So you guys were heading to the ruins. Now, the ruins are about 6 hours away. Excuse me. 6 hours away from Harvest Moon Meadows, just south of Pixie Wood. It's a gloomy, overcast, very gray day, much like it is here in Illinois and Michigan the last couple of days. And and it doesn't seem like it's going to rain, but you never know, with how things are. That as you guys are traveling, it's quiet, pretty uneventful. You guys stick to the main road, and there's no sign of any adventurers having camped or anything like that nearby. Doesn't really feel like there's any immediate danger. About on the 5th hour of your travel, everybody give me a Constitution save.
Ooh,
Okay.
Ooh, starting off strong.
Wizard is so good at these.
Good.
That's a 23.
23.
Beats me by 1. I got a 22.
All right. Come on, Garrik. Give me that.
Beats me by a lot. I got a 1.
That's a strong.
Oh.
Okay, that's a strong one. Noted.
That's the strongest one. That is very wizardly of me.
Awesome.
Do you need those rolls for retainers as well?
No, I'll handle that on my end. They're all straight 10s anyway. No pluses, correct?
Yeah. No. Yep. No pluses to anything. Straight 10s across the board.
We'll just say that they did a much better job than your buddy Garrik. All 3 rolls. All right. So you, Garrik, is starting to feel a little tired. Not physically, like mentally tired. So just keep that in mind, Garrik. We'll talk about anything that comes up later if we need to.
Fantastic.
Probably a little bit more distracted than normal. Just because it's hard for you to focus because you're kind of in that head dozing off kind of state. Okay. So you get up to what looks like, it's the end of the road, and you see what looks like a lot of piles of ruins, like different buildings all over the place that have crumbled and have overgrowth and things like that. There's, like I said, obviously a series of buildings. It looked like it may have been a city at one point. Most of the buildings are completely collapsed, due to the time this has been here. You don't know necessarily which building might have it or, anything else about it, but it doesn't even look like there's any buildings standing still.
What do we know about who used to live here?
Give me a history check.
Well,
I
ooh,
got
that's
notes on
a. Well, you can put them away because that's an 8.
Renmur, did you want to? You didn't want to ask my character who's trained in history about that, did you?
Excuse me, but I am learned in the ways of history also.
Oh, excellent, wonderful. So
Perhaps if you would assist me.
Would you like assistance?
Yeah. That would be a natural 20.
All right.
It's a 22 total.
22 total. So you would recognize that this city was once called North Lake, and just happens to be on the north side of a lake, or north of the lake.
You see, this is the appropriately named North Lake City.
I see.
That's all I got.
It'll come into
I
play.
helped you with that.
It'll come into play when I get to it in my notes. I've got a few pages of notes here, so I'm just having a hard time finding everything in this document. So, anyways, so you'll remember things as you go through things.
Excellent.
So you would remember that there was once a Temple of Life that happened to be on the southeastern side of the city.
Renmur is straight up tour guiding this. And it's just like, you see, on the south side of the city, there once was a Temple of Life. I believe the ruins right over there are those. You see the distinctive pattern of the setup there. In the cross section, creating the proper limit, the echoing of divine magic to create the proper. I'm sorry. Am I boring you?
No, I finding this quite fascinating.
I was speaking to Garrik. Garrik, are you all right?
Yes, the temple. Let's get going.
Garrik, even though you're tired, your passive perception is still good enough to notice that there looks like a wooden hatch that's covered with tree roots and moss at the area that Renmur was pointing to, but he wasn't looking because he was just busy describing it. But it did catch your attention.
I will go over and walk over to where it's at and then sit down right next to it.
All right.
Renmur doesn't notice. He's still talking about the temple.
No, I'd like to look and see if there's like stained glass or if there's some murals in the temple that.
So the walls of the temple have pretty much collapsed inward. Like it's a big pile of rubble. Other than this hatch that looks like it may have been like possibly to the basement of it.
Well, that's really disappointing.
Well, I mean, you just have to use your imagination a little bit with the stained glass and the archways that would have been quite beautiful in their time. What were you talking about?
So also
Garrik looks tired. He might need a nap.
This city also has not been standing for about 500 years.
Oh. Well, that's quite some while then.
Yep.
It's like really quite some while. Okay. Garrik, are you all right? Do you need us to make camp?
I'm just incredibly tired, and there's a there's a door here. Slap on that door, and just figured, we're probably gonna have to climb, and if we're gonna have to climb, I need to rest. So, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you feel like you need to rest, then I suppose, but we could just take a peek.
Well, how about while Garrik takes a short rest, I find a slightly out of the way and secure ruins to have my retainers set up so that they are not right by the door in case other adventurers happen upon this, since we do know that there are other people possibly looking for this.
I mean, you're basically stating that you don't want to repeat a mistake, and that seems absurd to me. We should just do the same thing and expect better results.
Well, I was unaware that there were actually hostile people in the area, and so it wasn't a mistake so much as a unintended consequence of you're not fully telling me about what was occurring with your rivalries. But that being said, we do know that there are people looking for this, so maybe we would like to take some time to safeguard while Garrik takes a nap. Or possibly has lunch.
You know, if one of you guys wants to just open this up, I can take a peek inside.
While she finds a safe place for the retainers, I'm going to open up the hatch.
Don't
Okay.
go into the hatch without me.
Give me a strength save. Or strength save. Not a strength save. Athletics check.
Athletics check?
Yep. To try and lift
Ooh, that's
the
an
door.
18.
Okay, so you are barely able to pop the door open due to the roots kind of holding it down from the overgrowth. But you're able to rip some of the roots out of the ground as you pull this hatch open. There are a set of stairs that descend into darkness about 25 feet down. Stone stairs. Well preserved.
Interesting. I'm going to take a look down there. I got 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay.
So I get in just enough so I'm not like ruining my dark vision by being in light looking into darkness.
Okay.
And I'm just going to take a peek down the stairs and the hallway and such.
Sure. Okay, so when you get down, there's a 15-foot hallway that goes straight when you get to the bottom of the stairs, and then it hangs left. Do you want to go forward to that corner?
Yeah, I'll go up to the corner.
I'm gonna just reach into my coat and pull Kraken out and kind of drop him down there, because Kraken is a bat right now.
Gotcha.
So,
So he
he'd
can use
probably much rather be out of the sun.
and he can use like the way bats see, right? I can't remember if we figured that out.
Yep,
Like,
he has blind sight, 60 foot.
okay, so then Kraken would know off of making some noises that there's another hallway around the 15-foot one that's 25 feet down. Renmur, when you look, you see again a 25-foot hallway and a door on the right-hand side. And next to the door lies bones that are in robes. And on the wall to your right, you can't make out the color, but it looks like somebody had like painted with their hands on the wall.
You know what? That's good enough. Renmur is just going to turn around and go back up there and be like, there's a hallway with a door, and there appears to be some sort of trap.
Yeah, I don't do traps.
I did not make any determination beyond that, but seemed like there was something there that was killing people. There were a lot of skeletons.
Ugh. It's dark down there, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, no sun, dark, good sleepy cave. I'm for it.
Outstanding.
Just let
Phimoria,
me know
have you
when
finished-
I'm able to have finished setting up my retainers in a safe, out-of-the-way location.
So where would you like your retainers to go? They could go down to the lake. They could go up into the woods. They could try to find cover among rubble in one of the buildings.
I
here.
mean, I think the best place would be, I definitely don't want them going up into the Pixie woods because that's inviting trouble from the Pixies. And the lake seems to be a long way off. Is there a sort of sheltered rubble half building or something that they can set up a camp in and be sort of out of the way? I will use my inspiration from giving the recap if needed to find them a good place.
Okay, so I did roll twice for you on your d20 roll. I'm not going to tell you what I rolled. However,
Okay.
you think that you found a place that might work, so you're able to get them set up and come back as Renmur and Garrik have gone down into the hole.
Okay. And I'm just going to tell them that not really sure how long we'll be down there. You know, you guys know what to do. If it seems like we're not coming back, go back to town.
Right.
We've done this before. So what?
Just doing like, let's be honest, we've done this before, guys.
We've done this before. You
My
know what
dog,
to do.
you know what to do.
Nice.
And
All
then
right.
so once I discover that Garrik and Renmur have already gone down into the hole, I'll go down the ladder sort of cursing it like, I told you guys to wait for me. Like, this isn't that hard.
Stone stairs, just so you know.
Oh, stone stairs, not a ladder.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Phimoria, you're here. Excellent. Would you care to try to get the trap that is obviously on this door disarmed?
I'm sorry, what trap? I just got down here because you didn't wait for me.
Points at the line of skeletons on the floor.
One skeleton.
One, oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's one. He's a skeletal bones, and he's in some black robes. And above him, on the wall. Which do you have your drift globe on down here, Garrik?
Considering I can't see without it, sure, why not?
So on the wall, in what appears to be dried up blood, it says "Do not enter." It looks like maybe this guy wrote it before falling to the floor.
Yeah, like I said, that looks totally safe, and we should just try to open that.
On the robe, it looks like there's some kind of two-headed creature that's kind of what's the word? Embroidered, like stitched into the robe.
Let's
Any
let's
idea what?
check this guy out.
Okay, Garrik, give me a religion check.
Oh, right. It's a 14.
So it's pretty common knowledge that there is a very obscure cult that worships Demogorgon.
Nice. The Demogorgon.
You said
All right.
Demogorgon, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Also, Garrik, give me
Not-
an investigation check.
Great.
Not to be mistaken for a Gorgon.
Correct. Demogorgon.
A 12. That was a pretty crappy roll.
Okay, so as you're kind of like looking it over, you feel something in the robe. When you reach in, you're able to pull out a letter.
Ooh, letter.
Well, I will open up the letter and take a look and see if I can read it.
What languages do you speak?
Not many. I do have comprehend languages if it's one that I don't understand though. I speak. Where is it here? Common and Draconic.
Okay. You cannot understand this language.
Okay. I will take a few minutes. And two things. I want to detect magic.
Okay.
So I'll do that as a ritual just to see if there's anything magical. And I'll also, at that same time, take a few moments to study the door and the hallway just to see if there's anything magical along there as well. And then comprehend languages. And
Okay.
comprehend languages.
Is that a spell slot or a ritual?
Comprehend languages is a ritual.
Okay.
So it lasts for an hour though.
Do any of you speak Abyssal?
No.
Okay. So after you do comprehend well, before you do that, so there's nothing magical in this hall. As you're doing it though, and you're doing your ritual, you notice the floor is marble, a very nice marble, white marble. When you've got the spell down and you're done, you are reading the letter, and all of a sudden you see like the ink and everything start forming into words that you understand. And it says, "He has performed the ritual and turned against us all. We are the only ones remaining. Don't ever return home unless you have a death wish. Nothing is worth it. It seems like that damn statue he put in corrupted him." And that's it.
Okay. I will tell my companions exactly what it says.
That seems ominous.
Hmm. Well, I just to be the necessary voice of reason here, is there any indication that what we're looking for would be in an abyssal dungeon with worshippers of the Demogorgon? If it's a relic to the life deity?
Well, we are under the life deity's temple.
Right, but we don't know that these guys are the same people. I mean, like, were these life deity clerics? Seems sort of like it's a random cult under a temple.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. Not very good at those. All right. Oh, that was a natural 20. So 21.
So this body is probably no more than 10 years old. The skeleton. It's just, yeah.
So it's very, very new. It is much newer than the ruined city.
Correct.
And were we told how long this relic had been here?
No. Just the last known whereabouts.
And we don't know what the relic does, just that we don't want it to fall in the wrong hands.
I never said anything. Do me a favor. I'll let you do this, Phimoria. Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, okay. That is only a 15.
So you would know that this relic is known to have healing properties. Like if a magical spell was cast on someone attuned to it, it would do a better job of healing them. If they drank a healing potion, it would also be more effective. You just don't know how much more.
Phimoria, if I may, we are underneath a temple of the life deity. There's no indications that where we actually are was built by these Demogorgon worshippers. It might be simply that this is the storage place of the relic, and he points at the dead guy, represents the wrong hands that have been trying to get a hold of this relic for some time.
That is quite likely. I just didn't want to fight cultists if I didn't have to.
Well, it doesn't appear they got in.
There's a statue someplace.
If you would be so kind, can we take a look at this door and see if it will kill us if we try to open it?
Sure, I will check the door for traps.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay. Who's aiding who? I'll do one roll, and then the other person can aid the other.
It is a investigation or a perception?
Investigation.
I have a +8.
Go for it
I'm
then.
very good at
I'll aid
investigating.
you.
All
I
right,
only have a
Garrik,
+7.
You will not have disadvantage due to sleepiness.
Okay. Let's do this.
Straight up one roll. Single roll.
Shake it off. All right, here we go. I get a +2 for her assist, right? Or no?
No, nothing plus. You just don't have disadvantage.
Okay, then a 15.
Okay. Yeah, you are looking around it. Doesn't appear to be any traps. It just looks like a normal wooden door. Looks like it might be stuck, if you had to guess. But yeah.
It's stuck.
Looks to be completely trap free, absolutely safe. I guarantee it. It's just stuck. I need someone big and strong to bash through it.
That seems
Crowbar
legit
out.
maybe to me, and I'm gonna step all the way back to the end of the hall.
I get about 30 feet back, and I get around the corner, and I sit down.
Crowbar out. I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay, give me an athletics check with advantage.
18.
Oh yeah, you pop the door open, no problem. You guys hear the door crack open. A couple pieces of wood splinters fly off of it as he muscles it open. And the tiles in this room, looking down, are of arcane patterns covering the floor. It's a 15 by 25 foot room, 15 foot wide, 25 feet north-south. And there's some barrels in the northeast corner and some sand on the floor around it. There's a door to the west and a door, and that door's like immediate, like within a couple feet. And there's a door on the northeast corner facing north.
It wasn't trapped. You were right.
Of course, I was right.
Excellent.
Thank goodness.
Renmar's gonna step into the room,
Okay.
which is when the trap goes.
Okay. Did you just do that without? Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, walk up, and then when I see that there's arcane sigils on the floor, maybe not walk into the room and see if I know what these sigils mean after Renmore's already walked into the room.
Give me an arcana
Yeah,
check.
I'd definitely like to do an Arcana check on those as well.
Okay.
Do you want an aided roll? I can aid Garrik or two separate
Yeah,
rolls.
one of you can aid the other one. You guys decide.
I have a 24, so
I'll aid Garrik.
take that for what it is.
All right, so Garrik looking down immediately is like, oh, okay, yeah, these are like more like necrotic arcane symbols. They don't.
My favorite.
But it does not appear to be like an active trap or rune. It just looks like somebody either loved the design or something. You can't really tell anything other than that. You do notice they are also fairly new within the last, 20 years.
Very modern and flashy. I love the style. I look over at Renmur and I say, "You remember those jade floor tiles that we lifted? The emerald, what was it? The emerald stone floor tiles that we lifted?
Mhm.
Yes.
I think we should do this. This would make a fine flooring for a house one day. I really like it.
Wait, are you guys stealing the floor tiles?
Aren't necrotic?
Hey, don't question our methods. It pays.
I thought
I mean,
necrotic.
they seem heavy
sigils were
and-
out of fashion. I thought that fad had passed.
Never.
I mean,
Necrotic
doesn't it
never
it
goes out of style.
It just dates a man.
It's-
It just dates a
it's-
castle when you walk in and you see necrotic sigils on the floor. Like it was built. Like
No.
exactly when it was built.
He's
necrotic
right.
is
You really
ageless.
No, he's right. You really should go sigil free on the floor and maybe just paint them on the wall. That way you can keep up with the times.
No.
It
I
almost
like-
looks like the arcane patterns are stained into the marble.
Stained into the marble. See, stained marble.
That's such a way to ruin good marble.
That
Is it
is-
still that pretty alabaster marble?
Honestly,
Yeah, it's
the marble
beautiful.
clean probably would have been worth more.
It would have. That's beautiful marble.
I don't know how we would
It's-
have moved it. That would have been a lot of work. But
I have retainers who could help me
guys,
move things.
like seriously, this is a little bit of work, but we can flip this dungeon really
Hey,
fast if we
you've
put in
got-
the work.
You've got retainers. We should start pulling
just-
these up and having the retainers haul them out.
We just clear it out of
Not
monsters.
the necrotic ones.
we
Those
clean
are
it
not
up.
good.
We find a buyer.
Resale value
We're
is
out of here
low.
in no time.
We've decided to turn this campaign into flip this dungeon.
Yeah, we're just flipping dungeons from
Right.
here on out.
We
We're
need the
playing
Dungeon
Flipper.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
We're the Dungeon Brothers when you need them.
Okay. So there are doors.
Yes, there's a door that was within the first couple feet on the left, and there was a door 25 feet across on the northernmost northeast corner facing north.
And you said there was some barrels and sand, correct?
Yeah, there's a little bit of sand in the corner, in the northeast corner, and there's 4 barrels that are sitting in it.
let's take a look at that and figure out what's going on with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's gonna go and inspect the barrels, or who's looking in the barrels?
I will.
Okay. You get over there and you
couldn't
see
we
that there are
send
4
the-
barrels
Okay.
filled with sand.
It's sand, guys.
And
Stick my arm in.
Okay. You stick your hand in as far as you can, and you feel sand.
It's definitely sand.
is it magic sand?
Doesn't feel magical.
If you'd like, I can take a few moments to cast Detect Magic before we move on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what magic sand would do, but
Let's check it out.
There
The
are
other
lots
thing
of things
is
magic
what's
dust could do.
above and below them. While I'm doing the ritual, you could be like looking above and below to see if there's
Yeah.
anything.
I'll look and see because if sand puts out fires in places you don't want to get wet, I'm going to look and see if there's any indication that there might be fires in the area.
I mean, you might be able to use sand to put fire out. I don't know. Actually, that probably would work. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you use to put out fires in places where you don't want water damage.
I never heard that. Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything abnormal. It looks like, looking at the walls and the ceiling, that this has all been remodeled in the last 20 years. Looks like it's all fairly new.
Can I think of anything that sand would have been used for in a recent remodeling? Like,
To level a floor, maybe?
oh, okay. Well, see, I've never leveled a floor, so
You use it to level tiles outside.
okay, so clearly I'm done investigating and Garrick's still going. So I'd like to use prestidigitation to make little air swirls in the sand to see if I can find anything further down than like what Renmur was getting, but I don't want to touch it.
Right. Yeah, no, it's sand. There's nothing else but sand.
All the way down?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Garrick, I give up. What is it?
Nothing magical.
Completely mundane in
It's almost like you guys
sand.
don't believe me.
Well, no. Why
mean-
would somebody put mundane sand in their necromancy room?
They might have been remodeling.
Okay.
I hate you right now.
Maybe I'll tell you guys stuff after the session.
Okay.
All right. So there's 2 doors. Well, 3 if you count the door you came in. Which way would you like to go? North or would you like to go west?
We're close to the north door, right?
Now you are, yeah.
Is
Does it look
locked?
trapped?
Garrick, did you end up taking a short rest?
Yes, outside.
Okay.
I don't know if you'd count it as a short rest. I don't know if it was an hour.
Okay. I'll say
I
you
just-
did, but you still feel just as tired as before.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going north into room 5. All right. So who wants to take a crack at the door?
I will.
Is it locked?
That's a great question.
I mean, are we saying are we opening it?
Yeah, who
We're
wants to
gonna see
open
if
it?
it's
I'll open it.
Okay.
okay. I'm gonna step behind the barrels of sand.
All right. So this door opens, no problem. It's a wooden door. It swings into the room. And this is a 15 by 15 foot room.
Ooh.
The northeast corner of the room, there lies a stone door facing east. The floor is also marble, no arcane symbols. And there's trash scattered all over the floor.
There's trash?
Yes. Nothing of discernible value, just, scraps of paper, no words on it or anything. Looks like, maybe some sand, a little bit of sand sprinkled out through the room. But yeah, nothing just that seems like anything valuable.
Okay, guys, next time we go to a dungeon, you need to take me to one where they take care of the place. This is just. I'm going to take, and right by the door where we came in, I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to make a. I can make a small mark or a symbol appear. So I want to make my family's crest appear on the wall by the door.
Okay.
That way, if we end up getting like lost in a maze, we can start realizing which doors we've gone through.
Okay. All right. So as you guys are in here and you're doing that, you start hearing a loud thumping sound coming from the west wall. It sounds as if the wall is possibly going to get busted down by an extremely large creature.
Fun.
That's troubling.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I'm going to notch an arrow.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Kraken if he would have any idea what that would be. He's a
No idea.
Well, Kraken can't talk. He's a bat.
No idea.
Unless he's talking in my head that way.
Yeah,
He keeps the parrot. He keeps the parrot
continues
voice.
the parrot.
He's still using the
parrot
parrot
in his
voice.
head.
There you go. All right. I was like, well, I've got no clue, and Kraken doesn't either. So
All of a sudden, it goes silent.
You know, somehow
wanna-
that's worse.
let's tap on the wall. So I'm going to go ahead, go over to the wall that was getting pounded on, and I'm going to take out the club that I have in my backpack, the little pin that I have, and I'm gonna tap on the wall. Dot 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 dot.
Everybody make a wisdom save.
Seven.
Ooh. What'd you get, Renmur?
5.
5. What'd you get, Garrik?
20.
So you, Garrik, you don't feel or notice anything. Phimoria and Renmur, you see like a flash in your head real quick of, let's see. Like a dragon, a lion, a goat, like all just kind of flashes through your head real quick for both of you. And you feel this overwhelming feeling of fear for a minute.
Garrik, step away.
Okay.
What did you just do?
Tapped on the wall. What did you
Oh.
just do?
Don't do that.
Why?
I saw things.
Through the wall.
I don't know. Let's not do that again.
What did you see?
A dragon and a goat.
And a lion?
You saw it too.
Well, I don't know if it was the same things, but a dragon and a goat and a lion. Yes.
Were they like walking down a yellow brick road?
No.
I don't think so.
That's not what I was looking for then. Okay, well, I won't tap on the wall again. Let's keep moving.
Okay, let's keep moving.
All right, so there's a stone door in the northeast corner of this room.
I'm definitely keeping an arrow notched at all times, though.
Okay.
I don't like this place, guys.
Who wants to open the door?
What does it look like?
It looks like it's just stone. It has a metal round handle, like almost like a door knocker that you can just grab and pull to pull it into the room. It's
Objections?
brass.
Anyone want to look at it?
I want to look at it.
Okay. Give me investigation check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Looks like a brass handle that you grab and pull into the room.
That was such a waste of a natural 20.
I'm gonna grab the handle and pull it.
Okay, before he does that, I want to do the knock knock to finish off Garrick's shaving a haircut because it's really been bugging me, and then I'm going to let Renmur do it.
So when you do that, Renmur, you're pulling the door open, and as you're doing this, you both like imagine like a strobe light effect, and you see large bat wings real quick.
Why did you do the thing that we said not to do?
Well, we said not to do it on the wall, and there was an answer to Garrick's thing. But actually, now we have information.
Go in first.
I will go in first, but that is an informative action. Things happened. Garrik, we saw bats.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Roll initiative.
Oh, shit. I want to use my 20. No.
All right.
It's 22.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. So Phimoria, you step right around the corner and you see these hideous-looking creatures with like tongues, like they're humanoid, with tongues hanging out of their mouth, and 2 of them are charging at you.
I want to shoot him.
And this hall is about 10 feet wide, so they could go side by side, just so you know.
Okay.
It's not quite 10 feet, but it's close to it. So and they're going to get a surprise.
Okay.
So I had a 6. Would Renmur get?
4.
Renmur got a 4. Okay, would Phimoria get?
22.
Jeez. Would Garrik get?
13.
13. Okay. So they will get a surprise attack on Phimoria. So the first one is going to run up and try to claw at your face. And he's going to miss.
Like you do.
The next one is going to lunge at you and try to bite you. And he's going to miss. So both miss on the surprise round. Now, it is your turn. You are engaged with 2 ghouls.
Okay, I am engaged with 2 ghouls. If I were to not be engaged with 2 ghouls, would they be within... Hold on, let me find the distance. So they're next to each other, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And they're not within 10 feet of Renmur or Garrik or...
They're within 10 feet of them, yeah, because I assume Renmur is right behind you.
Yeah.
And you guys are within, like, basically a square of each other, and these are right there in a square within you. So, yeah, Renmur is right next to you as well.
Oh. Okay, is there anything further down the hall?
At this point, not that you notice.
Okay.
It's a 35-foot hall, and 2 ghouls rushed you. They were within a couple feet of you when you opened the door.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and use my bonus action to Misty Step.
Okay.
To the end of the hall.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn around and fire arrows back at him.
Okay. When you Misty Step, just so you know, there is a 25-foot hall that it kind of turns left down and heads west down.
Yeah, I just want to towards
you
the
do
end
see
of
something out of the
see.
corner of your eye. Looks like a black, shadowy figure.
Okay. I'm going to take a couple of steps forward so that I'm not within necessarily range of the black shadowy figure and go ahead and shoot the ghouls.
Okay, sounds good. Hit him.
All right. First one. is a 21.
Hits.
All right. 7 damage.
Okay.
And second attack is a 24.
Hits.
That is 8 damage.
Jeez.
And are they still both up?
Oh yeah, they're both still up.
Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and action surge
Okay.
and shoot him again.
Okay.
That was the wrong dice. That was a D12, so not what I wanted to roll. 17.
Hits.
That is 7 damage.
The one drops.
Excellent. And another 17.
Hits.
Okay, and that's 11 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to make sure I call out to Renmur and Garrik that there may be something else down here. These might not just be it.
How far away from that corner did you move roughly?
So about
You're
10
about 30
feet.
feet away from the ghouls when you misty stepped.
Yeah, so I wanted to move maybe about 10 feet back in. I still want Renmur to be closer
Okay.
to the ghouls than me,
Yep.
but yeah.
Okay. So 25 feet down the hall. Okay. Okay. It is now Garrick's turn.
I don't think I've mentioned it. Let's mage armor up.
Okay. And that takes your whole turn?
Except for movement.
Okay. You want to move into the hallway and get next to a ghoul?
Not really. No.
I had to give you the option, you know.
Yeah. Just trying to basically, I'll let the hacky hackies have their fun with them.
Okay. The ghoul that just got shot in the back with some arrows turns around. He's about 10 feet away from you, Renmur. But he's going to turn around and rush at Phimoria, which I know she's not here. Do you know her armor class offhand?
I'll pull it up. You go ahead.
That's probably going to hit, I'm assuming. 17 hits, I think.
I would assume so, but let me check. I didn't have it open, but I can get it up pretty fast.
Okay. So he's going to bite her for 11 points.
Actually, it misses.
Oh, 17 misses her?
Misses.
Well, she was using a bow. She doesn't have a shield, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
whatever.
a 19 armor class. All right, here she is.
What?
What?
What's your armor class when you
19.
don't? Is that just with armor or is that with a shield?
I don't have a
Okay, I was just asking.
Wait, hold on. No, that was there was an old magic bonus in there. So let me
Gotcha.
clear that out. It should be
17. It
Okay.
tied.
So you got hit for, what did I say, 11 points?
Okay.
You got bit. So the ghoul that you shot in the back, the last one, he turned around and ran at you and just bit you.
Okay.
Okay. It is now Renmur's turn.
Renmur's going to draw his swords and kind of slide down the hallway to the ghoul that just bit into Phimoria, and he's going to try to stab that thing in the back.
Sounds good.
So that's a natural 20.
All right. Describe your kill shot, because I'll be surprised if you don't kill him.
All right.
He's got 9 hit points. Let's see what you do.
Well, there it is. That's a 9 on the first dice. That's so that's 19 damage. It's a ghoul, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Renmur is going to, as it's biting, just come down and like take his hand, force its head down, and put the blade all the way down its spine,
Oh,
and just
nice.
pull it back.
Yeah, definitely. Dead. Okay. Next up is Phimoria.
Oh, it was definitely supposed to hit you and not me.
Don't shoot it next time, then,
Okay, so the two
or
ghouls are
kill
both.
it when you shoot it. That also seemed to work.
Yeah.
I killed one of them, so the two ghouls are both dead.
Mm-hmm.
I want to peek around the corner and see if I can see what that shadowy thing is.
Yeah, you peek, and within, like, right in your face is this black thing that only can be described as a wraith that's like within 5 feet of you now.
I'm out of
He
Misty
moved on
Step.
his turn last time.
Yeah.
Are you all right,
Let's
Phimoria?
see. No, there's a wraith who I'm going to shoot. Wait, no, I would have disadvantage on shooting, wouldn't I?
Punch it.
I'm gonna switch out and hit it with my rapier.
Okay.
Because that's a thing I can do.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can't get the rapier and the dagger out this turn, though.
No. One at a
Okay.
time. Unless you have the
So-
dual feet, I think.
I do not. Okay, so this is only going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. It's 10 damage.
So you feel it like stab into the robes, but don't feel like any physical body there. Like it just kind of slices through something. So it's not as dense as you would expect.
Okay,
And
but it still seems I'm hitting something, right?
oh yeah, you're definitely hitting something. It's just not what you would imagine. Okay. It is now. It's. Oh, sorry.
Hold on,
go
I
ahead.
get to hit it again. I get 2 attacks.
Oh yeah, sorry. My bad.
Nope, you're cool. All right. That's a natural 20. These are good dice, Tom.
Double damage dice then.
Yes. Only 12 damage. Okay, so the D8's not as good.
So you're just like whoosh, whoosh. And as you slash at it again, you feel that same feeling, but you know you hit it square, like as good as you could have.
Okay,
It would have
and
like if this was a human, it would have been a vital organ.
Okay, then I'm going to back up, even though I know I might take an opportunity attack. I definitely want to not be standing next to it. I want to go maybe about halfway back the hall.
Okay. Let me attack. I crit.
Okay.
We've rolled like 5 crits tonight already.
That's all we've been rolling.
Yeah, like I think we're just
Hey,
going to eat the fact that he rolled 1.
I rolled a 1 on my con save, so I'm preserving the balance here.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 points of damage.
Holy
And I need a con saving throw.
no! 30. Oh my. Okay. Con saving throw. Ow!
Or I'm sorry, make the con saving throw and that'll determine. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. 24 on my con saving throw.
So you make it, so you only take half of that. So that's
Okay.
17 points, right? I said 34 originally, correct? So yeah, 17 points. Now, so you know. No, that's it. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
That was his turn. Well, not his turn. That was his reaction.
Yeah,
to
that was
attack
his
you.
reaction to my turn. But I definitely want to not be standing there next to him.
Yep. So you're able to move behind Renmur,
Uh-huh.
and the wraith now comes around the corner and sees Renmur standing there. Hi, Renmur. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Make a con save.
That's hold on, I don't have my saves open because that is actually kind of a weakness of D&D. And that's a 14.
Okay, so you make it. So both of you made it. Okay, and you took 15 points of damage. Yeah, 15.
Do we have that, or is that?
Oh, I'm sorry, 18 points of damage.
Is that
Necrotic
half?
damage. Half it. It's 9. Sorry.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah.
You're good. Okay. Now it is Garrick's turn.
Garrik, we have a spirit.
It hurts.
I don't remember personally, but I'm sure Garrik would know this. Does Renmur have a magical weapon?
He does. He has 2. He has actually technically 3 of them.
But your main weapon that you'd be using right now
Yeah,
that you
both
probably
the
have in your
swords.
hand.
Both swords I have are magical.
I look over at my good friend Renmur and I say, "Kick its ass." I cast haste on him.
Good call.
So your speed is double. You gain +2 bonus to AC.
Ooh.
You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you get to get an additional action on your turn. You can do an attack with one weapon only: dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
I should mention too, Renmur and Phimoria, where you were touched, your skin has turned black.
Mm.
But it is Renmur's turn now.
All right, let's start the slashy slash. So, first sword strike coming in. That is a that's not great. 14 to hit.
Hits.
Hits. All right. So that is 8 damage with a magical sword.
Okay.
Dagger in the other hand. That's not gonna hit. That's a well, maybe. I don't know, 11.
Nope. AC
Nope. All right.
13.
Sword again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Hits.
And Renmur is gonna do something he hasn't done yet.
Ooh. Smite?
So he's going to as he's pulling back, say, Spirit Tear will show you the path back to the afterlife. And yeah, his blade's gonna burst into flame, and I'm gonna cast Searing Smite on this.
Okay.
So this is gonna be 4d6.
And you critted on it, right?
I did
So
crit,
it's
so that's
double
why it's
damage
4d6.
dice. Oh,
No,
okay.
it's- yeah, with the crit. So that's all right. 4, 10, 12, 15, with 5 of this being fire damage. So that's 15, and then I gotta go back to see what my that's 20 damage with 5 of it being fire damage.
Nice.
Holy moly.
And
it's
now,
all magical too.
and now, my hasted action, I'm gonna attack twice with my sword again.
Okay.
It's another natural 20.
What?
Nice.
What is going on with these dice tonight? This is
You
bullshit.
You have to give me a link to wherever you bought those dice because I want some.
These would be level up stone dice that have clearly been saving all their natural 20s for right now.
And last week when you ran the game, you were doing well too.
11 points of damage with that one.
Okay.
And then the last attack, the cosmos is in balance. I rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
All right.
Ah, man. All right. That was
Should have
Renmur.
smited again.
It is now Phimoria.
Okay. Okay. It's do I know that do I know that the reason I wasn't hitting it as hard as a magical thing?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Like, you just know it feels weird when you hit it.
Okay.
Like, normally you would expect if you stab something, it kind of slows down as it goes in and it gets harder to push further. Whereas, like, this, you kind of hit the cloth and that's it. Like, it didn't feel like it slowed down as you kind of hit into it. However, it did react like you were hurting it.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if I
It's almost like
think I would know it
Spectral.
needed magic.
Yeah, like it's almost like if you have ever fought like a shadow or something like
Yeah.
that, but it does have clothes that are hanging off of it.
Okay. No. Yeah, but it's engaged with Renmur, and I don't want to blow him up like I accidentally did Garrik. So I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot it with my longbow again.
Okay.
Just regular shots.
Don't roll a crit fail.
Well, that's not what I did, but
Oh, okay.
18.
That'll hit.
I was gonna say I can't control if it's a crit fail, but I need a new D8. That's only 6 damage.
Okay.
All right. And 27 to hit.
That'll hit. So the first arrow you see like hits the cloth and kind of goes through and then dies after it goes through it. The arrow, I mean. What's the second roll?
8 damage.
Okay. Same thing with the second arrow. Kind of hits, goes through it, and then falls to the ground. But it's still standing.
I'm used to these doing a lot more, guys.
Me too. So the wraith passes through Renmur, and it's in between Phimoria and Renmur now.
Oh,
As
that's
it
not
passes
cool.
through you, Renmur, give me... Oh, no. You don't feel any pain. Phimoria.
Oh, of course.
It lashes out at you and misses.
You know, he was just the one doing magic fire weapon damage.
I was trying to hit both. It didn't work. All right. So that was his turn. It is now Garrick's turn. Garrick's turn.
All right. I will let Phimoria know if she has anything magical to use magic against it rather than conventional arrows.
Okay.
Not
And
yet. Only wants to blow up Renmur.
and I will I guess suppose I'll just do Firebolt.
Okay.
So
Don't roll a 1.
what happens if I roll a 1?
You hit Phimoria probably. We'll confirm it.
Well, it was between them.
I know. But Phimoria's between you and the Wraith.
So you rolled.
Well, let's confirm it.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Go ahead, roll
No.
your 20 and don't roll higher than a 17 now.
I don't have magic dice that get me 20s all the time. Thank you.
Beat it 17 and you hit her. 17 or higher and
But
it's her.
Do I add my attack bonus on her?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a 19 then.
Roll damage to Phimoria.
This, I believe, is called it coming around.
Hey!
Look, he didn't do it on purpose either. This
It's
is
an
just
accident.
kinda,
He tried to talk me out of it.
the scales balance.
What's the damage?
What's the damage?
Well,
Did you roll
you'll
max?
be happy to know. It was only 11 points of damage.
You son of a... Ow!
Whoops.
Hit me!
Natural ones are awesome. Okay.
Sorry.
It is now Renmur's turn.
Moore's just shaking his head, thinking, I've never accidentally hit the wrong person with my swords. And he's going to attack the shade. First one is a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. Next one is a 22.
Hits.
That is 9 points of magical piercing damage.
Ooh. Okay.
And then the main sword again is a 14.
Hits.
That is 10 points of magical piercing damage.
You hear a loud, high-pitched screech as this thing falls through the floor and disappears. It's dead.
Yeah, and Renmur just kind of like swoops it out and still moving kind of like really quick, like sheathes his swords and just kind of looks at Phimoria like, "Are you all right?"
He hit me!
As you say
happens.
that, Garrik, you hear footsteps from behind you in that previous room with the garbage and trash. And 5 dwarves run into that room behind you. What do you do?
Flash speed there because I'm still hasted.
I will just let
you
out my most boisterous pirate laugh. Ha ha ha! You missed the party, boys.
Who are you?
And now at this point, I'd like to like just flash speed in and just.
They're all wearing like chain shirts. They have shields drawn and battle axes.
Who are you?
Well,
That's not the polite way to introduce yourself.
we are here on an important mission.
Yeah,
So are
a lot
we.
of that
We
happening.
seek holy artifacts. Who do you work
Again?
for?
A lot of that going around. Who do? Yeah, it's a good question. I work for the mighty tier. Who do you work for?
I mean, we all worship different gods, but that's fantastic. I mean, we all believe different things in our group.
I mean, that's very.
You see
that's
a very
forward
similar-
thinking of you.
You see a very
Very
similar
progressive of you.
symbol on all of their like cloaks. It's that anvil you've seen on the dwarves before. These aren't the same dwarves, by the way.
Renmur, do you have one of those healing potions you had before?
Yes.
May I have one? Garrik hurt my shoulder.
Purely an accident.
I'm gonna toss it over to her.
I'm gonna
So
drink
you know,
it. Yeah.
so you know, upon drinking it, you can only be healed for the damage you took from Garrick's firebolt.
Why?
Reasons.
Wraith damage.
You don't know that till you drink it, though, obviously. But
All right. Well, I'll drink it. It's a regular health potion.
yes,
Is our
2d4 plus 2. Okay.
are our max hit points reduced?
you just no. It just you can't heal the other amount. Let me read the exact description. So it was life drain, by the way. The reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest.
Yeah, so it's like the
It's basically, it reduces your top hit points,
Okay.
basically.
all right.
Well, that's okay because that health potion didn't even heal me the total number of hit points Garrik did. So
Right.
Some of them might be a little old. They might be going a little bad,
yeah, no, that one was definitely old.
a little sour.
Mm-hmm. And it had a bit of a in my throat.
Yep.
It was a little syrupy.
Well, it's a good thing we got a little bit out of it when we could.
The
Also-
one dwarf in the front with his battle axe says, that's fantastic, but that maul looks like something we've been looking for as well.
And as he says that, I think haste probably drops and I get haste sickness, don't I?
How long does it
Probably.
last? Like a minute?
Minute.
probably still have it.
We used up 2 rounds, so you know if we've been
probably
talking
have
for a few
another
seconds, you
20.
you probably got about 5 more rounds of it.
Yeah.
All right.
He tells you, are you willing to give up that maul?
What would your intentions for it be?
I'll give you gold for it.
That was not the question I asked.
I don't know if you'll like our intentions.
Well then,
See, that look, that's the you'll have to pry it from my cold dead fingers look.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes, I totally do.
We must destroy artifacts like that. They cannot end up in the wrong hands.
Oh, see, that's what he was asking, but you really didn't say that. You were sort of being non-committal and unhelpful.
Look at this beast. He's a half-orc.
You're a dwarf. I don't really understand, but he's been helpful and you've been a jerk. So
I'm from the Orcs Arrow Peninsula, okay? Our lives are dedicated to killing orcs. I will never trust an orc.
Yeah, good for you.
I've offered you gold for it.
But we don't want gold for it.
Then I will have to pry it from your cold, ugly,
With that,
disgusting hands.
fireball.
You're
Right
all
behind
in.
them.
So wait. So you are all in a room
Right.
that is 15 by 15.
No,
Uh-huh.
we're in the
No.
hallway and they're in the room.
Yep.
Right.
We had advanced past that. So, and they came
I
up
never heard
behind me.
Garrik say he
This is
moved out of the
literally
room.
the meme. I
And Renmur
didn't
ran
ask
back
how
into
big
the
the
room.
room was. I said fireball.
They came up behind me.
Right. So I had never got the impression that you left the room based on movement. I assumed Renmur ran back into the room with haste.
I didn't. I guess looking at, I wasn't. I thought Garrik would have had to come out of the room to be able to see what we were doing.
All right,
Was
so
my
he's in the first.
assumption.
He's in
Is
the
that
first
he-
square in the hall. I'll give you that.
Yeah, is that he came into
All
the
right.
hallway to see what we were doing.
So did Renmur run into the room?
Okay.
Went
Well,
to
that's the
see what
part-
was- I thought we were in the room, but like,
Yeah, I thought you guys were in the room.
Oh, I
Well,
thought we were
is-
totally
Not
doing the
Phimoria, though.
standoff with. I was like, I thought we were totally doing the standoff with the doorway in between us.
So if there is a way for me to position a fireball so that it ends up behind them, at least 20 feet away from my nearest companion, I will do that.
So I did roll a no on my yes/no die. I left it to
Okay.
the dice. So you don't feel like you could in this tight space. Like it almost feels like it would funnel the fireball right back at you guys.
Okay.
But if you want to do something else real quick, you can, like fire bolt.
Is one of them at least 10 feet away from Renmur?
They're all in that room, so probably not. It's probably pretty tight in there. There's 5 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have sleep.
I am going to. I do have sleep, but I don't have it memorized
Fair.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I am going to throw up. Not throw up.
That's not necessary.
That wouldn't be handy.
I think Renmar's about to, isn't he?
Oh, geez, yeah. Well, no, actually, I do have sleep memorized. Although I don't know how useful it's going to be against a bunch of dwarves.
Yeah.
More useful
Yeah.
than it would be against a bunch of elves.
Yeah, let's F it. Fireball is my go-to. That kind of stinks. Yeah, let's just do a firebolt. Fine. I'll just
Okay, you
How's
hitting? You going for the leader or you going for the others?
go right for the leader.
Okay. So go ahead, try to hit.
Really not liking these dice today.
What'd you get? Did you get a 1? You did not get
That's
another
just-
1.
Dude,
I
do you
mean-
have other dice with you that you could use instead?
I very much got a 1. There's my show of force.
Okay, Renmur's AC is 17, correct?
Oh, you want me to roll an attack against him?
We
now?
gotta confirm it. We gotta confirm.
Because you rolled a natural 1 and Renmur
And he's
was
in
standing
between
in
you.
between you guys.
That's it.
That's
I'm
how
outta
we've
here.
done this.
I'm out of here.
How bad was it? No, he did not.
I'd like to point out that I wasn't the one picking fights this time.
Actually, you literally were. You
I
literally
was
were.
not. I was not.
Well,
I
let's
had-
just figure this one
You
out.
could have just given it to
At
him.
least it wasn't the fireball.
You know?
Oh my goodness. It hurts.
That's 26 points of fire damage. With a nat 20.
Oh no! No, you did not.
All right, so Renmore takes a firebolt in the back of the head as the haste sickness.
And as I do that, I say, now, if I'm willing to kill him, imagine what I would do to you.
Oh, did that drop you to 0?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Oh Oh my gosh. Okay, roll initiative. Oh, wow. All right.
Dude,
Oh crap.
All right, what'd Renmur get?
10,
Okay. What's your dex?
0.
Okay. Phimoria, what'd you get?
I rolled a natural 1, which brings me to a 6.
All right, Garrik, what'd you get?
I got it at 20 this time. 23.
Well, that's good. You get to go again. Do you want to hit Renmur in the back of the head with another fire?
Just fireball them.
I
You're
want
gonna
to
get hurt
position,
too.
I want to move and position myself into a position where I can launch a fireball.
Okay, so you're gonna step
And-
to the other side of Renmur. Oh, wait.
I'm
So you want to move actually further into the hallway and fire a fireball into the room.
to the point where I can hit them with a fireball and not my companions. If I have to, I can leave.
What's the range, or what's the circumference of it?
It's a 20-foot radius, so it's a 40-foot entire blast. But
So if he
20
puts
foot
it in the
radius.
other doorway, it should work, right?
That's still
Put
20
it in the other
feet.
doorway.
Would that would still hit it, wouldn't it? Because it would go 20 feet back at you guys.
Is the other doorway open?
Renmur is in room 5. He's in that top right corner. He put himself there to be between you and them. They are in that room. You can hit the other doorway, but that's 5, 10, that's 15 feet across the room. So it'd still hit you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no way you could put it any further based on where you're at or where you could move to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So that's the only reason. I'm normally a yes DM. I just, in this space, it doesn't work in my mind.
Yeah, I guess firebolt at the leader again then.
Okay. Do not roll a 1.
We shall see. There we go. 27.
All right, you hit. See, that wasn't so bad. I feel bad for Tom.
11 points of damage.
All right, so the leader takes 11 points of fire damage. That seems to hurt him pretty bad. It singes his beard. Part of his beard burns off. And it is now their turn. So he is going to move up to Renmur to attack with his battle axe. He will most likely miss. Yes, he misses. 12. Only 2 other ones can close the distance because it's too tight of a space. And they're going to swing their battle axes at Renmur. One of them gets a 17. So only one is going to hit with his battle axe. Where's my D8? Oh, there it is. For 5 points of damage to Renmur.
All right.
And remember that extra action, you can use an item. So if you wanted to quaff a potion while you have a little bit of haste left.
I'm going to say that when the chief misses me, I'm foregoing a riposte. I'm going with my hands are still empty.
Okay.
And when he goes at me, I just kind of like sidestep and I like hand slap hit the handle of his axe past me.
Okay.
And just like, do you really want to fight this?
He tells you, I tried to go over the peaceful route. You attacked me. And he looks over at Garrett.
To be fair, he actually attacked me.
And your attempt at peace was really shoddy.
All right, Renmur.
I am going to first of all, is haste still going
Yeah, it'll last for another round.
for one more round?
Yep, this round and the next.
Then I'm going to look at them and say, if you will not end this, then Tyr will see us through. And I'm going to cast Bless on all of us.
You hear one of the other dwarves say, I worship Tyr myself. And he pulls out his necklace.
Well, he doesn't get Bless right now. And then my blades are going to come out, and I am going to attack the guy who was speaking.
Okay. Oh, you're attacking the tier guy?
No. Sorry,
Oh, the leader.
the head guy.
Oh, okay.
And that is
attacking
a 14.
Miss.
Dagger.
He's wearing chainmail, and he has a shield.
That's a 12. There we go. All right. That's a 22.
Yep, hits.
I'm going to spend a superiority die to make this a disarming attack.
Ooh, okay.
So
You disarming the shield or the battle axe?
the battle axe.
Okay.
He needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Oh, okay. Ooh, does not make it. Missed by 1.
All right. So that is going to be how much is that? That is 16 points of damage. As I kind of like as we're tangling up, we go like 1, 2, he blocks, and then I hit him in the arm, step aside, and just sweep the axe out back into the hallway.
Okay. Good deal. All right. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's 2 actions.
All right. It is now Phimoria's turn.
Okay. Are there any dwarves that are farther away from Ren more than 10 feet?
Yeah, 2 are in the back.
Okay, I would like to shoot at one of the dwarves that is farther away from Ren more than 10 feet.
Okay.
For no particular reason.
Sounds good.
Okay, that is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Excellent. So he is going to take 13 damage.
Dead.
And then I'm going to turn that into a bursting arrow because I can do that after it hits.
Okay.
So he would take an extra 2d6 damage, but he's dead. So everybody within 10 feet of him, which does not include Renmur because I checked, takes an extra 2d6 damage. That is a 9?
Do they get to make saves or no?
No, they just take the damage.
Okay, so you're able to hit 3 others with the blast. But they're all standing. Yeah, that was good. Okay, so it is now Garrick's turn.
Did you add D? Yeah.
No, I did not add a D4, but that's to attack, not damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I still get another shot because I
Okay.
get 2 shots
Yep.
before it's Garrick's turn.
Okay.
With the D4.
So I forgot to add D4s to mine. So, good on me.
Is going to be 22 to hit.
Hits. And you're hitting one of the other
Maybe
guys in the
it's
back
32.
again?
No, I'm gonna hit the leader if he's still up this
Okay.
time. I think
Yep.
that's 32 to hit.
Okay.
Math. It's going to be 6 damage.
All right, so you hit him. He's
My
still up.
D8s are not doing well tonight.
But you hit him square, like just under his chest on the one side, and you see him clutch it with the free hand.
Okay.
Just a sec, I gotta tell my wife that the baby's up. There we go. Okay, yeah, so you hit him, and this arrow lodges itself in, and you can see him wince in pain. And he says, guys, I think we need to retreat.
Yeah,
And it's now
leave
Garrick's turn.
now.
Let them go.
Garrick, what are you doing?
He really wants to fireball him, doesn't he?
I say, drop your weapons and surrender, and we'll spare your lives. If you run, you die.
Okay. And that's your turn? All right. The one in the front who's just holding his shield.
Well, with that, I'm preparing a fireball. So
Okay.
if they do decide to all start running, I will wait and I'll basically position myself so I can hit them all with a fireball out the exit as they leave.
Okay. So the leader drops his shield immediately. The other three, I'm rolling for it. Making a wisdom save of a 10. Okay. They all drop their weapons and shields and put their hands up.
All right. Let's
The leader
bind-
drops to his knees, bleeding all over the floor.
Garrik,
He's still
I was like,
standing, or still
Renmur
alive.
immediately begins vomiting.
Yeah, let's bind them up.
The leader says, "Can you at least tend to my wound first?"
I will see to your wound. Step over here.
I was like, I'm not very good
I'll-
at that. Are you any
I'll-
good at that, Renmur?
I'll bind him while Redmur is tending to his wounds, and I tell Phimoria just to keep an eye on the others. If they run, kill them.
Oh,
rolled a
I forgot to
22
make you
on-
have disadvantage for all your attack rolls, Garrik.
That would have helped.
So Renmur, as you're doing this, the other one who's so Garrick's tying up the leader. You're tending to the leader. The guy who said he also serves Tyr, he touches you and actually heals you for 10 hit points.
Thank
And
you.
says, "May Tyr be with you."
Tear with you as well. I rolled a 22 on my check to bandage his wounds.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to take care of it pretty well. Even though Garrick's like tying him up at the same time and he's like all moving him around and junk. And the leader says, "What
Is there
are you
any way
guys
we can try
here for?"
treating the guy who was seriously injured?
So
The one who died? Or is he gone?
Do you want to revive him?
I'd try to revive him if I could.
Oh, yeah, you don't. I don't think you have any spells for that.
I don't.
I'm going to
Dead.
say, well,
Go ahead, Garrick.
I'm going to say while we are tying these guys up, that we managed to take Bone Crusher from the claws of Merigdan, and we're not about to let it fall into evil.
Merigdan
And-
had him? Had it?
Merigdan was closing in on it. We managed to get in and get a hold of it and get out just before Merigdan's forces showed up in the swamps to take it. And unfortunately, I had the privilege, or not privilege. I had the dishonor of looking Merigdan in the face as he was commanding all of his minions to search for it. My friend here is strong enough, and my friends here are strong enough that we can keep it out of Merigdan's clutches, but not if we oh geez. Sorry, I'm sleepy.
That's quite all right,
No.
Garrick.
Not if we and not if we stay
Surrender?
in any one place. Not if we stay in any one place. We have to keep moving.
Renwar's gonna bend and like kind of sit down next to the dwarf and say, "What is your name?"
Wim Wormkill.
I have carried this weapon for weeks. Not once have I swung it with the intent to harm. I have not wielded it. I feel that when the time comes to use it, Tyr will speak to me on when that appropriate time is.
That's one of the weapons of power.
Well, it seems
It
that
must be destroyed.
It seems this is a time that such artifacts may come in handy.
No, you don't have the power to wield it properly.
How will one learn if we destroy it?
Only
I
the
hope
dark
you will
magics
agree.
can use it to its full power. That's the problem.
Is there something that harms those who use it to its lesser power?
No, it would not. It should not harm him.
Then
Just using it.
what is the point of destroying it if he cannot use its full power?
I believe his implication was that evil things can use it to its full power.
But you are not evil, and we are not letting evil things have it.
He looks at Renmur and says, if we can almost kill you guys. And he's looking strongly at Renmur.
Hey,
To be fair, actually,
I almost killed him. Okay.
please give my friend his credit. He
Whoa, you guys did very little. Garrik mostly killed him.
rung my bell a little bit.
He tells you, he says, look, we are
And
very
that was
low
only
ranking.
after a wraith.
We are very low-ranking members of our society. And I've seen far more formidable people go down. That we would not trust that in the hands of.
If it is as powerful as you say, perhaps we should learn more about it before we do anything rash, like destroy it. I mean, you and your friends know ill will, and I'm sorry for your comrade who fell. But I will not be turning this over to you.
Then
If this means you
should
send-
know our society will be out for that. You will be
understand.
hunted for that.
I understand that.
It's nothing personal. It's all about that.
Seems a little personal.
All right. What I'm going to do is while we're doing this, I'm going to ask Kraken to go check out the room ahead and at least figure out like what's going on down that hallway.
So the bat flies down the hallway. It's 35 feet, then 25, then 15, and then a long hallway. And it comes to a wooden door.
Okay.
Does not appear to be any other dangers through these halls today.
All right. Well, let's go ahead.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to leave these guys here? Do you want to talk to them some more?
I'll say, Renmur, it is your mall and your decision. I will support what you choose.
I turn to them and say, if I untie you and guarantee you safe passage, will you leave or will you attempt to fight us again?
For now, we will leave, but we will probably send reinforcements. You wouldn't have but maybe 2 days.
Very well.
Dude, if we killed them, then they can't send reinforcements.
I will set you free. And if I encounter your people, I will give them a chance to end things peaceably before we engage in more fighting.
It'll probably go very much like this did. They will offer you money for your item.
I'm not interested in money.
Well, you guys will handle it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be me again.
Garrik, this really seems cyclical. Can we make Renmur be smarter?
I am surprised that one who purports to
I'm
be
over to the side. You can't hear me. I'm talking to Garrik. Go away.
I turn them loose.
Okay. They thank you. And they, as you cut them loose, Garrik is over here like freaking out at you. They put their friend on the shields and literally start walking out with the body of their friend. Unless somebody does something violent against them.
No, Renmur gave them safe passage.
Oh, that is horrible. You didn't even like try to bribe them or manipulate them or make them pay or do anything.
Or ransom them, or convince them
at
that
the
you
very
were
least-
not evil.
Yeah,
I
at the very
believe-
least,
I believe-
spare them their lives with for the promise of silence, that they just will ignore this and not mention it to their higher ups. And then if their higher ups find us, then their higher ups find us. But just basically, they're like, we're going to narc you out. And you're just like, yeah, go ahead, go do it. So what? Jeez.
They're gone now.
All right, Renmur, this means you have 2 days to figure out what you're gonna do the next time they show up.
I'm not
And,
quite sure yet.
remember we
That's okay,
have
but you have 2 days to figure it out.
we have unarmed compatriots upstairs that are just kind of hanging out there by themselves.
They're hidden away.
Uh,
And yes, when that time comes, we will deal with it. But Phimoria, I'm rather surprised
okay.
one sent on a diplomatic mission that you turned to violence quite so quickly.
I wasn't being violent. Garrik shot them.
Yes,
I mean, Garrik shot you while attempting to shoot them.
I believe,
but I was standing up for you.
I believe you were the one that proposed they pull it from my cold dead hands.
Yeah, because you said you weren't giving it up.
Yes, I'm curious on what school of diplomacy that particular.
As I was not sent here to be diplomatic with
I had
them.
like 5 seconds of frozenness, so I don't know if that was picked up or not. Sorry.
Did you say something in the last?
I don't know what you guys were saying. That's all.
Okay.
For like 5 seconds.
Just peaceful party interaction, you know.
Okay,
totally peaceful. Also, I've never said I was. I've never told you I was here for diplomatic interaction.
Oh, maybe I
assumed that.
Yes, foolish of me.
Look, however, so I have one question, Renmur.
Mm-hmm.
If you show them mercy and they come back and attack you again, Tyr would look on that as just to kill them at that point, right? Like,
perhaps.
At that point, you've shown them mercy. They've remained hostile. So if I see the dwarves again and they do make any aggressive motions, I'm free to just murder them all.
Oh, Garrik, I didn't know you were following Tyr as well.
No,
That's
I'm
so
not
sweet
following
of you.
Tyr. No. I'm just trying to figure out the crazy.
He's trying to volunteer to take
Yeah.
it off of Renmur's hands.
I like to know what side of crazy I'm on, and the side of letting people go that already said that they're going to come back and kill us later on doesn't seem to be all that smart. So I'm just trying to figure out, are we allowed to kill them on the second time, or does it take 3 strikes and you're out? Like, how does Tyr work with this stuff?
That's an interesting interpretation.
Apparently, if we kill them while we're fighting them before Renmur gets them to surrender, then it's cool.
Renmur, did you feel like they said they were going to come back and attack you out of the blue?
I believe they said that they would declare their intentions openly before any combat would come about. Once they've initiated a fight, feel free. I will not hold you to any standards that I myself observe, as I willingly choose to follow Tyr, and I will not force anyone to follow his tenets.
Okay. So we won't have any problem if the next time we tell them we've spared them once, we will not spare them a second time. And if they attack us at that point, it's on them.
If they attack us, then they know the risks they're taking, and if they happen to be standing in a bunched formation within 20 feet of each other, then that is their own fault.
Oh, good.
If they surrender at any point, I will honor it.
But are you gonna? If they surrender, then you just let them go again, or are you going to at least make them don't come back and attack us again?
They seem like potential allies in the long run.
I mean, the other ones that we've encountered were very nice.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Unless he's also your enemy.
But if we had just wiped them out, then no one would know that we were the ones that killed them. If Fireball leaves ashes behind, you can't question ashes.
Yet, if I am to purport that I am able to carry this without being tainted, I should more than just say that.
You
Fine,
could purport
fine.
that you were able to carry that without it being taken from you.
I like that one too.
They didn't actually seem to think it would turn you evil, just that evil could use it. The stronger rationale would be that evil couldn't take it from you.
Did they take it from me?
No.
It
I'm
seems
j-
that point has been made.
You know, I was trying to make that point and they were a little bit bitchy about it, but
Then let them try again.
see? And this is what I said last time. Okay, let's keep going down the hall.
Yep. I explained to them what the hallway looks like going ahead, and that I
Okay.
didn't see anything, but we should still be watching out.
Who is in the front?
Garrik.
Garrick's in the front.
I'll go ahead and go in the front.
Okay, who's second?
He has the most hit points left.
I also I want to ask Kraken too to just go out and watch the dwarves when they leave and just make sure that we don't have any issues with our companions.
Yeah, they see.
And
So you're able to see through his eyes for a bit, and they seem like they're heading back on the road, the opposite direction, out of the ruins.
Okay.
Like they
Yeah,
they are abiding by their word.
All right. So let's go ahead and move forward.
Okay.
I'll be.
You come up to a wooden door,
Mhm.
and yeah, what would you like to do?
Let's investigate the door. Make sure it doesn't seem to have any.
Go for it. Roll me that
Oddities.
nat 20 here, where it really matters.
It's a 19.
Oh, so close.
That's so close.
So yeah, it looks like a wooden door. Feeling around it and everything, it's sturdy. Feels stuck, much like the original door.
Okay. I will stand aside and say, "Stuck door, your turn."
Crowbar.
I'm going to
Go.
notch an arrow and prepare for if there's anything
Okay.
attacky
Yeah.
on the other side of the door.
Okay.
18.
All right. Yeah, you're able to bust the door open. Were you using the crowbar or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so it swings inward into the room and it pops open. Some splinters break off where it
I
was
dive out
latched.
of the way to let Phimoria have a clear line of sight.
Now, this room, it's all still that marble. It's really nice marble. However, this room has dried up blood all over the floor.
People, you really need to clean your marble. This could stain it permanently.
This is how they stain the marble.
So you're looking west into the room, and the southern wall, there is a large, worn and tattered tapestry displaying a great battle between Demogorgon and spellcasters. There is a stone altar on the far west wall with the bones of a similar dressed creature, humanoid, next to it. On top of the altar are melted down candles, and there is what appears to be a circular relic covered in blood, dried as well. And underneath the relic appears to be engravings on the altar of what can only be described as unholy demonic symbols.
My favorite.
There is a scroll next to this display on the altar as well.
Guys, okay, so before I do anything totally on my own and without consulting you,
Mhm.
would it be worth attempting to clean that relic up with prestidigitation to see if it's actually what we're looking for? Or could that possibly set off something evil in this room?
There's only one way to find out.
Well, no, there are
how-
probably two ways to find out, but
How about before we touch anything, detect magic and let me try to get an idea of what everything is in the room.
well, I mean, prestidigitation isn't touching, but please go ahead and detect magic first.
All right. So
Sure.
I'll take a few minutes and do the ritual for detect magic.
Okay, yeah, the relic is magical.
Okay.
Is it the sort of
The
magical we're
etching
looking for?
underneath it seems to be radiating some magical energy as well.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I have
I will.
identify as a ritual.
How about the was it the banner
Tapestry.
or something? Tapestry?
Not magical.
No, okay. So the tapestry is fine. Yeah, I will say that the relic is magical, but there's also writing underneath of it that's magical too. So we will want to be very careful in moving it. Probably not touching it would be a good idea.
Do you have Mage Hand?
I do.
Do
How
you
much
think
does
this
the
is
relic
one of
weigh?
those things with where we go back to the front room and get the sand in a baggie? And then you Mage Hand switch?
You want me to Indiana Jones it?
I do,
I'm
but I was trying not to make that reference.
I'm 100% down with that. Okay.
I mean, if Renmur would like to cast Identify on something first to make
I
sure we're doing it
will-
correctly, but that's sort of what this setup seems like to me.
Yeah, I need a pearl for identify.
Oh, that's right. You do. Yeah. That's
Oh.
why I haven't used it.
So we have 2 people who have the spell and nobody who has the component.
That's why I want to go for money. It's the
You could
money
have
is the hard
500
part.
gold a minute ago.
So
I have a feeling that this mall is worth far more than 500 gold.
Should have made a
Yeah.
counter offer.
I mean, if you're not using it, I'm not sure it's worth anything. But
if we killed them, we would have had the money and the mall. But that's just me. I'm just saying.
that assumes that when they offer you the money, they have the money on you, and a lot of times it's one of those dead drops.
Well, if they drop dead, we'd have whatever they had. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to. I want to really examine the thing, get a good sense for what it is, what I think it's made out of, how much I think it weighs, and then try to go make a little sandbag of a rough, similar weight.
I will aid him if you're investigating.
So you're obviously you're not touching it. You're trying to
Yeah.
figure out what you think it would weigh. Okay.
Yeah.
Tyr will guide
and
you.
Also,
guidance.
because while I have detect magic on, what type of magic is radiating from either one, from both of them? First, start with
Enchantment from the engraving, and the circle is necrotic.
Okay.
Which you would know goes in
healing
line with
magic
healing.
does that, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. You go back to get some sand. You grab what you think is enough. Give me an investigation check.
I've aided you and Tira's guided you.
Okay. So what do I get for a bonus on that then?
You
It
get
would
an
just be
advantage
an-
and a D4.
So in other words, you're not at disadvantage because you're tired.
you get a D4.
Oh, I get to add a D4. Okay.
So straight roll with the D4.
Oh God. I got a 1. That's still an 11, but I got a 1.
Okay, so you grab a ton of sand, and as you're walking down, you're like spilling it on the floor, walking through the hall, and then you get up there and you go "Swoom," and drop it like on the symbol kind of, and pull the I'm assuming with your hand you just grab the relic.
Whoa, I
And-
thought we were using
no.
Mage
Dude.
Hand.
Oh, okay,
Mage
sorry.
hand.
You're using Mage Hand. At the
Yeah, we're
same
not gonna
time,
be
you
in the
drop
room.
the sand there. So, anyways, you use your Mage Hand then, but it's not timed well. And as you do it, you see that you get the relic back, but the altar where that symbol is glowing green. Through the stained blood
Run.
that's on top of it.
Run!
Did you Mage Hand the scroll too, or no?
Was the scroll magical?
Didn't radiate magic, no.
I'm gonna mage hand the scroll really quick too. Why not?
Renmur's gone.
Drop,
Okay,
drop.
do me a
mage-
favor.
Yeah.
Where are you standing?
Mage Hand lets me be 30 feet away, so I'm going to be 30 feet outside of that area. So you're talking,
Halfway
down
down
the hallway. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you can grab this scroll.
Okay. And
So the mage hand, which does it have right now? Like, how is this working? Explain, because you grabbed the relic.
well, the relic's the last thing. The relic is what I'm assuming is
Oh,
going
so
to
we
be
left the relic with the
no,
sand.
no. So what I assume is that when we get into the room, we're investigating everything. That's the whole room investigation. We're finding out what's magic. We're looking at it, and then the last thing that we do is I standing 30 feet away, and then I'm doing the swap of the relic. So if we have to investigate the scroll, then we investigate the scroll before that. But the relic is going to be the last thing.
Okay. So rewinding then.
Because
Retcon.
I still
you
have
the sand.
I still have
this
that
moment.
comprehend languages. Okay.
You rolled a 1. So
Uh-huh.
you're, no matter what, the weight is wrong. You're
Right.
going to put it on the altar.
Right.
How are you putting that on the altar? How are you taking the scroll? How are you taking the relic? You have one mage hand, right? You can't have 3 floating around to do it, correct?
Take.
How long
Well,
did it?
that's what I'm saying though. Why we don't need to? You're saying the 1 has to come in before we touch the scroll. I'm saying the scroll can be part of the whole investigating the room.
Right, but you had already jumped to the sand part. So that's why I said I'm retconning. You haven't put the sand on there yet. You haven't done it. Tell me.
But hold on. But
Yeah.
all right, I'm just saying though. You're not. I wasn't clear. You said roll me an investigation. We weren't to the point. We were talking about what we were going to do. We weren't to the point where we're like, yes, let's swap the relic right now. So you're like, I think the investigation is for me checking out, figuring things out, not doing it.
No, that was literally just to tell the weight difference, because that's what you said you wanted to do, and you said you wanted to go get the sand. So that's why I ran with the sand.
But we want to make sure that we're checking. We want to make sure that we're checking all the stuff in the room. It's not like not like I'm going to be sitting there trying to juggle between a relic and a scroll. I mean, obviously,
that's
I've
fine.
got.
We retconned back so that nothing happened. So that's why I said.
So I've got comprehend languages. I want to check out the scroll before we get into the point of swapping out the relic.
So you're still in the hallway, though, correct?
I figure if we're checking out the scroll, we're probably even in the room.
Okay. So then how are you doing this? Are you grabbing it? Because you made it sound like even before you weren't going to just touch anything. You said that right off the bat.
If I used detect magic and the scroll didn't radiate magic, I would probably pick up the scroll.
Okay. So you walk past Renmur and pick that up, correct?
Okay, sure.
Okay. I'm just trying to be clear because, you know, there's things that can happen. So you grab the scroll. Okay. Comprehend languages. So in Abyssal, you can tell this is a ritual for summoning a wraith.
Okay. All right. We encountered a wraith already, so
that
I'll go ahead.
Involves the symbol you see, because it's also on this ritual.
Right.
It includes telling how to do that. It also includes the holy relic.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and
absorbs the power of the relic through this, with this symbol, to summon a wraith with things that are said out loud.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and pocket that scroll.
Okay.
And then we can do our actual swap of the thing. So
okay. So now, as for the swap, how are you doing this? Because Mage Hand is a single thing, correct? So if you're pulling something, you can't do it simultaneously as something else, right?
I can take the bag of sand and push the relic, and as I'm pushing the relic over, leave the bag of sand there, and then just grab the relic and then bring the relic out.
Okay.
The classic Indiana Jones.
Sure. So as you're doing this, the weight of the relic without holding it, that was the investigation check that I made you make. You cannot, you were wrong on the weight, if you were guessing. So just so you know, you put way more sand and not, and you take the relic and you can tell it starts to glow green.
Right.
At this time, I'm assuming you're all back in the hallway, though.
Yes, that's where we're 30 feet away.
Happening. Other than the glowing green, you don't notice anything else.
Okay. then let's pull that relic out, the artifact out.
Now, has Phimoria done prestidigitation, or is it still?
No, I wasn't. I didn't do that because we noticed the symbol under it, and we didn't want to disturb it while it was on there.
Okay. So you were out of there. He grabbed the scroll and read it while you guys were standing there. And then he did the switcheroo. And as he placed the sand there, before he had even pulled off the relic completely, it started glowing green.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
There was nothing else in the room. It was all that stuff.
All right.
And nothing radiated anything magical except for the symbol and the relic.
Okay. So there was the symbol. Now, my understanding from the scroll, the symbol was part of the creating the wraith, or was the relic part of creating the wraith?
Both.
Okay.
The symbol drew the energy out of the relic to create the wraith.
So are we running?
So the symbol draws the power out of the relic to create the wraith. Let's get this relic far away from there. So let's head back to the first room that we came in from.
Okay.
Okay. You're still mage handing the relic?
Yeah, I'm not touching it yet.
Okay.
I'd like to just kind of keep it a few feet in front of me, and then when we get to the point where we're in that first room, I'll probably put it into a sack.
Okay.
So any powerful necrotic relic, I don't really want to
make sure
get hands on.
Put it with the mage hand over the necrotic symbols on the floor first. Don't touch it until we are sure it goes across the floor safely.
Okay. Makes sense. So.
I'll also tell you, when you were doing detect magic, since you haven't touched it, you also picked up vibes of a enchantment on this as well as necrotic.
An enchantment on what? I'm sorry?
On the relic as well.
Okay.
All right. So what are you doing? You're back in room 1.
What do we have here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and try to get that relic into a bag and get it kind of sealed up.
Do you want me to clean it off first?
So
we can see what we have.
Sure. If you wanna do that.
Okay, so while the mage hand is still holding it and no one's touching it, I'm going to press the digitation to clean the surface.
Okay. You clean it up.
Make sure it's what we're looking for.
It sounds like the description. The gems are in it. It's a circular symbol of the life deity. It looks like the one you're looking for.
Has it been corrupted in some way?
That may be you, religious guy.
Yeah, do you have
identify or something?
I mean, we have identify.
Detect evil or religion or, I mean.
Well, I could examine it.
Okay. Because the extent of my knowledge is telling you it's magical.
I mean, you know it's a magical item.
Did the demonic ritual defile it in some way?
It's possible.
Is it cursed?
Do you have identify?
We can't cast identify and we don't have the components.
I know. It's a rhetorical question.
Okay, yeah.
He's continuing to ask it to rub it in that we can't do it. Well, there's still this other door we could go through and see if there's a Pearl in the rest of this area.
Wasn't that also the area where we heard the big bashing on the wall?
I thought
It
that was
was.
that wasn't the wraiths that we
I
went.
propose we sit down and catch our breath and just think on our actions for, say, about an hour.
Roughly, give or take.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a short rest. I'll recover a spell slot too.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
And
use some
Renmur and
hit
Phimoria,
dice.
just remember you can't get the healing from the original.
Yep,
Wait,
I've already changed my thing.
Oh shoot! How much was that? Okay.
I think you had 11 total hit points before you did the healing potion
Yeah.
that you could heal.
No, because I had taken damage.
Other than that, it was just the wraith.
No, I took ghoul damage as well.
I thought that. Oh, gotcha.
Why
That's
is it
true.
insisting that I've taken a short rest already?
The wraith was like 30 something points, I think, on you.
Yeah, but then it was halved to
17.
12 or something. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, 17.
Okay. I will not heal up that much.
And it only hit you once, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 17 was the number. Okay.
All right. So yeah,
So nothing seems to happen on your short rest. It's uneventful. You're in the sand room, I'm assuming, with the barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No dwarves come in, guns ablazing or anything.
All right. When we get done, when we get done doing that, I'm gonna put on comprehend languages. When we're done with our rest, just do the ritual for that.
Okay.
Just so I have it.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So.
And then you're going to go through the door on the left?
Yeah, let's
Guys-
at least check it out.
Well, I was to say, should we talk about it? What are we looking for? What are we doing here now?
Well, I mean, we want to get out of here and get this back, but also at the same time, I do like to look through and see what we can find.
Okay.
This appears to be the relic, but
But
Something
Renmore
else
and I have taken some damage we're not getting back from right now. Are you still tired?
Yes, he
I
is.
am very tired.
perhaps it is best if we go up and take a rest.
Yeah,
We
go
can
up to
always
our,
come
our
back
camp.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. We could go camp for the night and see if we feel any better. I am pretty tired. So,
Okay. So you guys head out to your friend's camp?
Yeah.
Okay.
when we do that, I want to get, I want to grab a few handfuls of the sand there,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to sprinkle the sand. I'll use Mage Hand to do
Ooh.
it all throughout the room, all over to the doorway and through the hallway going out. That way, if
Okay.
someone walks through here, hopefully I'll be able to see the
Good idea.
tracks
Ooh,
of
good
someone going in
idea.
or out. And just while I'm at it, because sleep's a thing, grab pocket full of sand and throw it in my component pouch.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that. So as you get to the camp, Garrik and Renmur, you guys clearly can see before you even get over to it that they were not well hidden. Like they're right there in the open. Like blatantly you can see everything. Phimoria's retainers then greet her right away.
Hi,
We've been waiting
guys.
for you. Glad you're okay. Oh, are you okay?
No, I got shot.
They look and they see the black mark on your arm.
Yeah, also I got grabbed by something. It hurt.
They seem utterly shocked. They don't know what to do or how to treat it medically.
No, it's okay. I don't know either. Possibly my friend here who's a friend of Tyr might know, but otherwise we're just gonna sleep on it and hope it goes away.
You could always rub some
can
dirt
I-
on it.
Yeah, can I check the
Pretty sure
the
we've tried
wounds
that.
and study them a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Would you like me
Oh.
to roll what
Arcana?
medicine?
Yeah, Arcana.
Arcana?
Let's
Yeah,
go
this
ahead
isn't a
and
normal wound.
start having dinner made while
Oh,
we're
Jesus
doing
Christ.
this.
Not.
Did you?
I rolled a freaking 1 again.
So you're looking at it, you're like, I don't understand. I mean, it's your skin color is different, but it can't hurt that bad. It looks like just a bad
Change
bruise.
dice rollers, man.
I have
Change
rolled
dice
4 ones this
Dude,
game.
change dice.
And I've only rolled like 8 times.
I love those dice.
Oh.
They've been the star of the show tonight.
Oh. Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm way too tired for this. I'm just going to go to bed. That's
It looks like a bad bruise to you. You think they're like overreacting almost.
You're just being a baby. Get some sleep.
You're like, I don't even care that we're out in the open. You just lay down and like pass out.
Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay.
Let's do that, and then everyone can get inside just in case. And then
Does that fit the retainers too? 6 people total.
I think 6 is the
Okay.
largest hold. I can check it out though.
Okay. Sounds good.
But yeah, I know it holds at least 6. So
Okay. What do you make it look like?
9 creatures of medium size or smaller. So there we go. It's invisible. It's just like a wall of force.
Okay. No problem then.
And then yeah, I'll probably say just it's like opaque on the outside, so you can't see in, but you can see out from it.
Right.
So just whatever. If I set the color, it would be whatever's closer to the environment, like the rocks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
don't know if you can choose the color of it.
I thought you could, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Or does it? So as you guys are in the hut, throughout the night, are you guys doing like watches still, or are you just sleeping?
If I'm in Liamon's, I'll just sleep.
Okay. What about the other two?
It only takes me 4 hours to meditate, so I'll do the other 4 hours of a watch.
Okay. Does Renmur want to try and do a watch or no?
Renmur will wake up early.
Okay. At nighttime, you do see like spectral, humanoid-looking things roaming the grounds here. They don't seem hostile. They just kind of wander around. Just like lost ghosts almost. Not a lot. Just occasionally you kind of see one. But they, like I said, they ignore the hut. They leave everyone alone. Morning comes. Sun is up. Everyone feels well rested, especially you, Garrik. Your wounds on Renmur and Phimoria are better. There is still a slight discoloration, but the pain is gone. Your hit points are back to normal.
Hit points are back to normal. Excellent.
Yep. All right. Shall we go in and try to make sure that we aren't missing a relic from the other side, or do we?
Garrik.
Yes.
Just randomly that morning, you look at the ritual scroll again, and the ink is not there. There's no ink. It's almost like a blank piece of parchment paper now.
Awesome. I will point that out to the others.
What did it say before?
It talked about summoning a wraith, and that the artifact and the stone that we pulled it from were part of the ritual.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a thing.
So we have the correct artifact then.
I don't know what the artifact's supposed to do. So
You are the one who talked to the clerics.
this is true. It does fit the description, but I think we should be thorough just in case.
Yeah, I generally prefer to be thorough and not leave out of there. But there is a chance that we might encounter another wraith. So
So here's an idea. Can we hide this artifact so that we don't bring it back into the temple with us?
I feel much safer with the artifact with us. Like the mall, I think setting it down or handing it over to somebody else is just asking for problems.
But what if taking it back into the temple is asking for wraiths?
Well, now we know what they are, so it'll be easier.
It didn't grab you last time.
And it won't grab me next time either.
We'll know to prioritize it next time.
We know to be ready to blow up whatever is inside the room. I can actually change my spells that are prepared too.
That
I
might be helpful.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Trying to see. You know, really the only big change I could make. Yeah. I don't really have a lot. Like I said, I need money to buy spells. There's a lot of spells I'd like to have that I don't have access to. So yeah, there's not really a lot I can do. The only thing I could really swap out is I could put Burning Hands on, but I could also just use Dragon's Breath, or I could give, one of you Dragon's Breath. But
That sounds cool. Okay. Renmur, your spells are ready.
Yes, they are.
Let's go back in.
Okay. Looking at the sand in room 1, does not appear as though anybody came through here. The
okay.
door to the west in room 1, still closed. The other 2 doors are still open like you left them.
Is it locked?
Let's.
You want to open it and find out?
Yep.
Nothing
Let's-
seems
let's
disturbed in the rest of the
close-
room.
No, doesn't look like it.
Let's close the door to 5, just to be safe.
Okay. You close the door. Renmur, at the same time, you open the door to 2.
Mm-hmm.
It opens just fine. No issues. This is a 25 by 25 foot room. In the northwest corner of the room, facing north, there's an archway where a door once was. Looking at the floor, you see a shattered, or looking at the ground, you see a shattered door. In the center of the western wall, there is a door facing west. In the northeast corner of the room, there is a large 10 foot by 10 foot statue of a 3-headed creature. 1 dragon head, 1 ram head, and 1 lion head. It stands 15 feet to the ceiling with sprawling bat wings. In front of it, on the floor, lies a golden bowl that is empty. Phimoria and Renmur, you guys start having flashbacks to the vision you saw the previous day.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Also, the guy who had a letter that talked about a statue.
It's golden, by the way. Just like the bowl.
let's reread that letter of the body that we found outside of here.
Step back out of the room.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah, it was in Abyssal,
go-
right? I
Yep.
can't read it.
Yeah, I'll do comprehend languages and read it again and just read it to
Yep.
everybody so we have what it is.
So the
in mind
letter
again.
said, "He has performed the ritual and turned against us all. We are the only ones remaining. Don't ever return home unless you have a death wish. Nothing is worth it here." It seems like that damn statue he put in corrupted him.
Okay. And does that, now that I've seen that statue and I know what they were talking about, would I have any idea of what it is?
Like what kind of creature?
Like what the statue is supposed to be? Like, is it a...
So
it like
you know
a
it's a
creature?
chimera, which
Okay.
technically has associations with Demogorgon. It's a creature made by Demogorgon.
All right. It seems to be a statue of one, right?
Mm-hmm. In all
All
gold.
right. Okay. Now that I know that, I suppose, detect magic and peer into the room and study around the room a little bit.
Okay.
And if anyone else wants to be readied, I suppose, be ready behind the door. If I come running out quickly, you'll... Or I scream and don't run out.
Know to run.
Sure, already an arrow.
Yeah, swords out.
So, Garrett, give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Or, I'm sorry, not Arcana. Give me a history check.
History. 16.
Okay. So, chimeras were created after mortals summoned Demogorgon to the world. The Prince of Demons, unimpressed with the creatures that surrounded it, transformed them into horrific multi-headed monstrosities. This act gave rise to the first chimeras. So that's what you would know about chimeras. There's nothing magical in this room. The statue just appears to be a statue.
Okay. And then what you said there's a door to the west, and then there's a open archway that used to be a door to the north, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's I suppose since we have an open archway, get out my good friend Kraken and ask him if he would take a peek through and let us know what he sees in that room.
As a bat?
Yep.
Okay. So he flutters into the next room. It's 25 by 15 feet. In the northwest corner of the room, there lies a door facing west. In the far east side of the room lies a large rock-like structure. Obviously, you can't make out what it is through Kraken. But yeah.
Okay. All right.
And you can hear through Kraken that there's like a slight humming coming from that rock-like thing, but very subtle. Like you probably wouldn't hear it to the common ear.
All right. I will... do I have Detect Magic still going?
Sure, if you want it.
All right, let's go ahead and walk over and peek into that next room and see if that humming rock thing seems magical at all.
Hey,
So,
Garrik, are we coming in with you, or are we still in this room one waiting?
I'd say wait by the door in case I need to run out.
Okay, we're gonna stay here by this door to the very first room and wait.
I'll just make mention that I'm gonna go through this.
okay. So when you get to the next room and you kind of peek in, you see a pink glowing crystal. It's kind of pulsating subtly.
Okay.
It almost looks like those Himalayan salt lamps, but it's pink.
Nice. Does it look magical at all?
It is magical.
All right.
It's large. Like it's tall. It's about 5 feet tall,
So,
like I said.
I will walk out and go get my friends and explain this to them.
Were you able to determine the nature of the magic?
Oh, I hate when that question comes up. I always am like,
No.
shit.
I didn't study it. I just wanted to look in and see if I saw anything magical in the room because the Kraken mentioned that it was humming. So I can go back and study it in a little bit, but I think that we should kind of get prepared if we're going to do that.
Also,
We'll probably-
maybe let's not look at the large golden chimera.
Yes, let's let that be.
Is the chimera made of actual gold?
Yes. It's a giant
No,
15-foot statue made
Garrik?
of gold.
no,
It's pure gold.
Garrik.
Well, I mean, you
Only
don't know
gold?
if it's pure
No,
or...
you don't
Okay,
know if
well-
it's pure gold. It could be gold plated.
Firebolt,
There are
easy
many
way to find
sources of
out.
gold in this world.
It could be fake gold plated.
Firebolt, easy way to find out.
Dude, if you firebolt and it becomes an actual chimera, I am leaving you here.
Willing to take that risk.
Are you sure?
The statue? You said that so as far as I could
Juice.
tell, the statue was not magical.
What was
Juice?
that, Renmur?
Detect good and evil.
On what?
The
It's
statue or Garrik?
For 10 minutes, I get it for 30 feet. So I'm casting it, and I'm gonna examine the Chimera statue with it, and I'm gonna examine the humming thing with
What
it.
does it let you detect?
Don't forget the relic that we've got with us.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh, yeah.
I've got it up for 10 minutes, so I'm detecting all the good and evil in the area.
You totally detect evil from the statue.
Is it?
Oh.
I'm assuming it's fiendish,
Statue should be destroyed.
Not fiendish.
demonic, or devil. Yeah,
No,
demonic.
it's just a monstrosity.
Oh,
The statue should be destroyed. Can't let evil
Garrik?
statues. No, we can't let that evil statue could come back and attack us from behind. We should get rid
No
of it.
one ever believes you that
I
you're
will-
in it for non-selfish reasons. I've
I am-
literally only met you 3 days and I don't believe you.
I am completely selfless on this stuff.
Renmur,
do I get a reading on anything else? The
you're not
relic
allowed
Of
to
evil?
lie.
Huh?
Of evil?
Well, so is it aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, undead?
Monstrosity of the Chimera.
And that's the relic is not putting off like any sort of holy energy or anything like that.
Not like a creature.
Oh yeah, as well. Well, yeah, if it's a creature.
What about the weird
Oh,
rock
has
lamp?
it been desecrated?
You have a spell that you have that can tell?
That's the
Detect good and evil.
good and evil can
Yep.
tell if something
Yes,
has been consecrated
the
or
answer is yes.
desecrated.
It's been desecrated. What about the humming statue?
What are you hoping to detect on that? Sorry. Steer me again. Maybe I can give you an answer or not.
If
Nothing
it's been
evil.
consecrated,
Nothing evil. No.
If it's been consecrated or desecrated.
No.
Okay, so all right.
No, that stone in the other room does not give off that vibe at all.
okay. So
The statue is evil.
we should destroy it.
The relic has been desecrated.
You should leave the statue alone. You should ignore it.
But here's what I
And-
don't like. If it's radiating evil, I don't want it behind me when I'm trying to run away if something way more evil is on the other side.
Well, then let's just leave.
Fight a chimera and a wraith at the same time?
No, let's walk out the door.
Oh,
We
you're no
have
fun.
the relic we want. You don't want to walk past this evil large gold statue.
Want to melt it.
I want to not fight an evil large chimera.
There's worse things in the world than chimeras. They're kind of cute if you look at them in the right light.
If you look at the lion head, when it's not got its mouth open, like the statue.
Yeah. Renmur, will you back me up here?
Redmer, I think Tyr
seems
would
an
want us to
unnecessary-
destroy the evil artifact.
It seems an unnecessary fight, isn't? You said it's a monstrosity, right?
Correct.
Yeah. It's not an aberration.
But it's gold.
Renmur doesn't care about gold. He said so.
No, but I'm saying it's gold. Like maybe it is something that it's been turned to gold, and if we destroy it, it'll destroy the evil creature.
Garrik, I don't think this is a wise course of action.
Oh,
Either if I agree with you, I'm not comfortable leaving it behind us, but I don't see any need to delve
Well, okay.
further.
so we have two choices. We either have leave, or we have destroy this, because I don't want it behind me when I don't want to have to turn around and run from something else and come face to face with this.
I agree.
So,
Yes. So,
So-
we have 3 options, which are leave, destroy this, or continue on. If you're saying continue on without destroying it is not an option, then our options are leave or destroy this. And I'm not up for a fight to destroy this.
you want to protect the evil monstrosity?
No, I just want to leave.
I'm going to message the chimera. Message the statue.
Okay.
All right.
What are you going to message it?
Are you okay? Well, that's it.
Free me. With a rasping, almost a lion roar to it.
Sweet. So the Chimera wants to be freed. I'll send another message. How do I free you?
Melt the gold.
So apparently melting the gold frees the Chimera.
That is not a case for melting the gold.
I'm going to, at this point, send a message to Renmur because I have that spell as well, being like, could you just pick him up and carry him out of here? Because this is a bad idea.
While I concur this is a bad idea, I will not physically assault Garrik.
I'm not asking you to hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Not like he shot you in the back with the firebolt. Just pick him up and physically remove him from temptation.
Okay. So the Chimera seems to be trapped in the gold. If
Which
we
sounds
melt the
like
gold,
a great thing that the Chimera can't get out.
so I suppose with that, I'm more comfortable with leaving it here for
You
now.
notice the dragon's mouth is closed on the statue, too.
The dragon's mouth is closed?
Yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
He couldn't breathe fire.
Is the goat's mouth open or closed?
Closed.
So the lion's mouth is open and everybody else's mouth is closed.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
If
Garrik-
they're
we
trapped and
go-
unable to free themselves, then it seems we are free to do whatever we want in this area.
Yeah.
And it will not interfere.
I would support go on and ignore it or leave and leave it alone. But
Sure, let's go on and ignore it to the next room with the salt crystal.
Okay.
And I suppose take a few moments, cast detect magic, and really dig in and figure out
It's conjuration magic.
conjuration.
Ooh.
Awesome. So magic, conjuration. What does it look like now that I'm getting a good look at it?
It's just
Describe it.
pulsating like a pink glow. Very peaceful. How close are you?
Pink. At the far end of the room,
Oh, okay.
20
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah. Just pink pulsating glow.
Garrik, does it look like your drift globe at all?
No, that's like a white sunlight. Like a radiant light.
But it's not the same type of magic
No,
or
not
anything.
at all. No.
Okay.
So pink and peaceful. Did he get a sense of good or evil from it?
No.
No. Okay.
Nothing. Who's
So-
in that room? All of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone give me a wisdom save.
Sweet.
Ooh.
If you're all under a 15, you have the urge to touch it.
Oh, balls. I have the urge to touch it.
Ah, shit. I do too.
We were looking at the wrong statue.
Okay.
Garrik wants to touch it too, doesn't he?
No, I got a 20. I got a 22.
Okay.
So do they start going forward and touching
I mean,
it?
clearly
or
we
yeah.
just start
They
wandering
start
forward with our
slowly
arm
moving
out.
forward, yeah.
I'm like, guys, hey guys, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It's so pretty.
Don't touch it. Do not touch it.
I'm gonna touch it.
With
I
every,
put-
touch it.
with
Minor-
every step, it
minor
glows a little
illusion.
brighter.
What if
Minor
I
illusion.
lick it?
Minor illusion. It looks like a chimera.
Ah,
Oh.
But they still feel the urge to go up and touch
wait. I still
not
feel
touch
the
it.
urge to lick it?
it. I don't know if you're
Do not touch
the
it.
urge to lick it, but
It looks like, you said it looked like a Himalayan salt thing.
you want to lick it? Okay.
I don't know. I haven't decided.
I'm
But
gonna
it seems super cool.
I'm gonna walk up to them and grab them each by the ear, digging my fingernail into my thumbnail into their earlobes and pull them away from it. Do not
Okay.
touch it.
Oh,
That seemed
All right.
That
excessive.
seemed unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, guess what? When you walk into a room and you start walking up to something and trying to touch it with absolutely no good reason, and then you see it turn into a chimera and you still want to touch it, yeah, that is necessary.
Coming from
Don't
the
touch it.
guy who wanted to melt the
I was about
chimera.
to say.
The guy who wanted to melt the chimera statue.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go back to the first room.
We're not going through the door?
There's
I don't
another
know.
door on room 3 in the north west corner,
Yeah.
facing west.
Yeah.
As well.
I say I want to get them out of the room and then get back to room 2 and then try to go through that door instead. Because
Okay.
I'd rather leave. That room seems far more dangerous than the chimera to me. I would much rather fight something that is a straight up monster than fight something that is magically taking over people's minds.
But it was
Okay.
so pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go back down to room 2. There's a door to the west. Who wants to open it?
I will.
All right, Renmur. You open it.
Stand back, prepare firebolt.
Door
Yeah.
swings into room 4 against the south wall. And this is a 25 by 15 foot room. In the northeast corner of the room and the northwest corner, both facing north, lie wooden doors. There is a broken forge hammer in the southwest corner of the room lying on the floor.
Like
This
the
is also
handle's
marble.
broken or like the whole thing's broken?
It's like broken off, like the head of it is broken off. And it's
I'd
lying
like to
right next to the
examine this
handle.
forge hammer.
What's that?
I'd like to examine the forge hammer.
Okay. You want to touch it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I have
You
forge
pick it up. It looks like it had broken off, possibly with a heavy blow for some reason.
Still looks good though. Like other than the broken handle.
You could probably try and melt it down and make it into something. It's solid steel. It's kind of odd that it broke because the handle seems like thick enough that it shouldn't have happened.
I was gonna say, aren't they made so that they don't break?
I mean, that's generally the idea. I want to put it in my bag.
It is old technology, obviously. It's probably from over 20 years ago. The style's different than anything this area has seen.
Like
in
over
a long
20
time.
years ago?
Or,
Or
I'm
over
sorry,
500 years
500.
ago?
Yes, sorry, I was mixing up. Yeah, 500.
Can
It's
I press
not
the
common to the style you see of forge hammers now in the Volcar Kingdom.
Okay. Can I press the digitation mark by the door again to try to keep track of where we're going?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we
right.
have
Right or
2
left?
doors. Right door.
Okay. You
That's
open it.
Closest. That's the closest to the exit, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So you open it. It's a 20-foot hallway, and then it hangs a right, and then there's another door.
Okay.
I'm gonna press the digitation mark there.
And
Okay.
I can get from just the layout of it that it looks like that other door is the other side of that other room, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and say, okay, that looks like it leads back to that other door that we didn't open. So let's just leave that be for right now.
Okay.
And so let's take a look at the left door.
Okay. So you open that door, Renmur, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Are these all stuck?
No,
No,
these ones are
haven't.
not stuck. Just the ones I've made him make strength.
I've just been opening them.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a 50-foot hallway. Give me a dex save, Renmur.
17.
You step on the first tile, and as you do, you all hear a whoosh, and a blade comes out, and then you hear pink as it hits his metal foot and breaks the blade trap. I literally wrote this down that way too. If you're the one that opened it, so you're lucky.
I'm gonna like
it does not hurt
examine
you,
my
but
foot.
You broke it.
I'm gonna examine my foot real quick and
Is it nicked?
Yes, it definitely nicked above the ankle.
gives it character.
I even wrote Renmur is
All right.
immune.
Okay. Good to know. Renmur should be opening doors from now on.
I mean, unless it
I'll-
swings at his head.
Do I notice any other tiles in this hallway that resemble the one that triggered this trap?
No, you now that you're aware of it, you can tell this was clearly. It was actually pretty obvious, but your passive perception is not very good.
No, it's not.
Let's go
I
ahead
double
and
checked when I wrote this out.
Yeah, it's got
let's go ahead and just send Kraken down the hallway just to lie down and see what's around the corner.
Okay. Another door.
Okay. And do I notice anything? I'll watch through his eyes as he's going through there. Do I notice anything?
No, he's a bat, so his sight's not very good either, though.
Right. Well, I would get his blind sight while I'm going through there. So
right, but yeah, no, you can't tell anything. Just another.
okay.
Door.
All right. So yeah, as far as I can see, the hallway's clear.
There are no pearls or any inlays or anything like that.
No, not really. It's just another marble hallway, and it looks like it's all been renovated, actually.
All right. Let's.
Okay, I
suppose
need to
make our way
talk
down.
with their interior designer. You really shouldn't theme everything quite this extensively.
All right, you opening the door, Renmer?
Yeah. The door's. Oh, the other one.
The next one.
Yeah, I'll open it.
All right. So this room is a 25 by 25 foot room. In the northeast corner, taking up about a 10 foot by 15 foot area, is a cold forge. In the southeast corner is a wooden door facing east. And this floor is not finished. It looks like it's partially marble into the room, but it has not been finished, and you can see sand where there would be tiles.
I'm gonna take the hammer over to the forge.
Okay.
And just set it down there.
Okay. You also see over by the forge is a lot of sand. Almost like they could have done some glass blowing as well.
Before he walks, I want to use prestidigitation to sort of gust the sand so that, if possible, he can see the stone he's stepping on to make sure he's not stepping on anything.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do so. Underneath a couple inches of sand is just a more rough stone floor. Very old stone.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to take the time to detect magic to see if any of the stuff in this room is magical? Or do we go on?
Renmur, do you know? This is your thing, right?
I do not.
Do you want to find out?
I don't think this forge appears to be functional and not
Pretty.
a place of worship any more than any forge really is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can move on then.
Okay. Who wants to open the door?
Renmur.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll keep the same process. I'll stand behind.
I
With
mean,
a-
when he
with a spell ready.
definitely didn't lose his foot to a trap, that seems like the
Yeah.
process.
Okay.
I'll have firebolt ready.
Okay.
Or if I see anything dangerous when he opens.
Yeah, I definitely have my arrow knocked.
Okay. So, Renmur, you open this next door, and as you're opening it, you see on the walls looks like what's it called? Like a 3D, I don't know, like engraved stone that looks like a bunch of hands on both sides of the wall. And as you're looking down the hallway, you also see what looks like a statue in the far wall. And we're going to end our session right there.
I was like, this is officially way too many creepy statues for me.
Yeah.
We are now one too many creepy statues.
All right.
Oof.
You ready to firebolt or a fireball, Garrik?
Firebolt.
Okay. I'm just making a note so when we pick up, I know what's going on. But yeah, we're going to end our session there. This week, we are not... Renmur. Tom is not running Wildmount.
Correct.
That is going to be next week, right?
Correct. We will be back next week. This Friday, I'm going to be over on Encounter Roleplay at 3 o'clock Eastern, running a Dark Astral one-shot with Zweihander. It's going to be a little bit Dune, a little bit Warhammer 40K, a little bit Firefly, a lot bit PCs dying probably. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
If you're all familiar, Lydia, who's played on this channel a few times, is one of my players over there. And then a bunch of folks I haven't played with before, so it should be a good time.
Nice. Yes, and then we Saturday, well, tomorrow I'm doing I started a new thing that's not really a new thing. But I'm doing a live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. till about 2 p.m., assuming I get the kids down in time. I'm interviewing Becky Rose from Con Plus. This year it's Con Plus 3. Every year they add the number up. And she's the one who's running that convention. They've run it a few times. Last time they had depending on how much money you donated, you had an avatar and it would battle. And you could win prizes and stuff. It was really cool. But anyway, so I'm going to have her on tomorrow, and I'm going to ask her about that because I thought that was cool. But she'll be on for about an hour, and then Saturday we are running the Black Rock Adventures game. So I'm excited about that, and Paul plays in that game as well. But yeah, that's what's going on. I don't think I have anything else. Next week, I'm going to be interviewing someone named Xander who is working on a wrestling role-playing game. He's in my Discord. He's posted the playtest, I think, today or yesterday. So we'll ask him about that. Does anybody else have anything they want to plug? Any other games or anything they got going on? All good?
Nothing here.
No
All
other
right.
games.
Cool. Well, that's it then. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time, next Wednesday, same channel, about the same time. So yeah, game on.